Well, even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Jones looking to throw right away. Got him in. It's Tyquan Thornton.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Throwing Jones.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Julian Love picks it. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
Brought down on the play by Trenton Simpson. Here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things up. Second down, Jacobs once more.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
When you talk about this Jets defense,
they're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Now they pitch to Jacobs, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out, and he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance.
Well, Charles, the NFL record is 66 yards. That was 5 shy of that, but only a handful of guys have ever connected from 61 or deeper, and he can add his name to the list.
Yeah, more and more guys are trying it. That doesn't mean the success rate has gone up. That is a long kick. Guaranteed, when he turns on his phone after the game, a ton of congratulatory texts will be awaiting him.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Second down, here's Charbonnet. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
That's a good start to this drive on the defense. defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Jones. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up second down.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Second down and 4. And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. The defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Jack Fox out to punt here on fourth down.
And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. On the ground, it's Jacobs to start the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Winslow. He'll get this one to the Golden Domer, St. Brown. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. This defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
That good for 19 on a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got a 2nd and 8 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Winslow toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. They give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs, his 7th rushing touchdown of the year,
as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point forthcoming. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. 4-4 their record through 8 games on the season. Would you say that this team has overperformed, underperformed, or are they kind of right where you thought that they would be?
Do you mind if I say yes, yes, and yes? Because ultimately to me, 4-4 is about where they should be, because we've seen weeks where they've been really, really good. They've looked terrific. Other weeks where we wondered just how good is this team. They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, after incompletions on first and second down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on third down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Off the play fake. Jones trying to lay one up deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Here's Jack Fox now.
Taking it about the 36. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CB, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here, because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On first down, Winslow. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
The Raiders at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
On second down, Jacobs trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do, and right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs.
And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. On now is the field goal team. Here's the Raiders. Will try for 3. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and that will extend their lead even further.
So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know that this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season that could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. The slot man in motion right.
And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he's just going to run right into that big old defensive end. And that play going nowhere.
Off play action. Jones going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Jack Fox now gets set to punt. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. In the midst of, well, let's just say a not-so-rosy losing streak. They've got the open week, though, coming up next weekend, so you have to figure this to be a game that they dearly love to have.
Oh, indeed. They have to have this one, because that's something positive to take with you when you go away for a few days, and it actually releases your mind. If they lose this one, that mind stays cluttered the entire time they're away, and they've got to scramble to get back in sync when they start playing again.
You're not liking the look. They'll change the play.
Now a play fake here on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory.
85 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Once again, it's Jacobs.
And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the first half.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This one complete to Yoshibas.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's Jacobs. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Winslow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they...
Everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Raiders force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Winslow. Open man is Yoshibas. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 28 yards there and given the first down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And a good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 120 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Winslow. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Here's Jacobs. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Sometimes you get a first and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on first down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots and going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
And able to get this out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now they'll bring Tony in motion left. Now Jones throwing to start the drive. They'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
First down, New York.
Jones on 1st and 10. And the Raiders have got him. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. And they're going to speed things up here. They'll send a receiver in motion left. That's complete to Toney. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They get a big amount back, 18 yards, but they'll still look at a 4th down now. Here's the Jets punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going.
There he goes, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 151 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
second down and a yard. On the handoff, this is Jacobs. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 if people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Running it with Jacobs. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Three quarters have come and gone. From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 7. Now a carry for Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 30.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
St. Brown in motion right. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Winslow. And that'll be caught by St. Brown. Touchdown, Raiders! Equanimeous St. Brown. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Raiders look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now an even 30. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fair catch called for and taken down near the 5-yard line, and this will come out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Looking to throw. Jones. And down he goes. Brought down, a Raiders sack. multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame.
Picked up by Jair Alexander. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Now the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. This one certainly has not gone according to script. You would have thought on paper that this offense would have its way here, but they certainly have not, and they trail big. After this, it figures to be a quiet trip home.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones.
Over the middle, that's Hart.
Now loose football. The ball comes out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. They run it with Jacobs. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they pitch to Jacobs. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line.
A loss of 2 on the play. It's 3rd down and
Throwing on 3rd and long. Winslow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Going on the ground with Jacobs. He can't get him down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided.
Jacobs will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
They'll run it with Jacobs, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Oh, what a luxury it is to be able to call a bowling ball like Josh Jacobs down near the goal line. 5'10", 220 pounds, and he's not afraid to get in there and get the tough yards. He finishes off this drive with a touchdown run.
The extra point splits the uprights, and this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out on is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Now Jones going to change it up here.
Throw left side complete. That's James. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. Looking to throw. Jones.
He'll get that to Charbonnet.
Call it a gain of a yard. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. Back to throw. Jones. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. Jacobs now.
Taken down at the 47-yard line. And Kelvin Joseph that time in on the tackle. For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you can hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for the Raiders, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots.